Hello and welcome back to another Hothead 444 video. Now this is a different kind of video actually. I've had a couple mocks that I've made in the past few years that I thought, you know what, I'd actually like to share with all of you, and not how I created them, but just a bit about them. So this here, if you're a Nexo Knights fan, you'll recognize what this is. This is the Colossus, also known as the Stone Colossus of Ultimate Destruction. The original set, as you'll see on the screen now, is decent enough. I mean, it has wings, it has very posable arms, just still legs, no posability there. It also comes with a decent minifig selection, including Jestro, General Garg, Macy, Stone Clay, and a Brickster. Oh yeah, there's also 2 Bouldrons too. I think I got everyone. So yeah, the original set was decent, but it didn't live up to what it is in the show, as you'll see now. So I thought, you know what? Yeah, I actually thought I'd make a mock of it, and here's how it turned out. I think it's pretty good, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. But anyway, I'll take you up for a closer look now. Now, here in my opinion is not the most important part actually, but a decently important part of it, the face. Now, I reckon this is decently good enough compared to the show. I've got the eyes. Yeah, those are just regular minifig color 1x2 yellow bricks. That's what I'll put behind there. And yeah, those are just some upside down slope pieces there. Couple of the inverted ones there, the 1x2s. So yeah, the eye shape I reckon is captured decently well. Unfortunately though, the eyes are too small to be able to add pupils in, which kinda sucks. Although the teeth I reckon are pretty good there. Got a cone piece and some 1x1 pyramids and a white cheese slope for the bottom. Then up top, we have one of these rock pieces that I'm pretty sure is introduced with Nexo Knights within the same set wave. Oh no, not same set wave, but the same year. And yeah, got a few of the purple rock pieces as well on the lower jaw. You'll see those in a couple other places throughout the mock. And I've actually continued to use the original sticker from the set in there, as you'll see. And there's a couple of Technic beams holding the mouth in place at this angle. So, yeah. Unfortunately though, I couldn't actually make the mouth move. Well, you can, but there's not much articulation in there without destroying the whole thing, so yeah. And another thing is that I've just grabbed Axel here. Now, in episode 39, March of the Colossus, Axel actually gets swallowed by this giant thing. So, I thought, why not actually make that a feature of this build? Because the original one, I don't think you can actually even have a minifigure in there, like a regular sized one, so I thought, you know what? Why not have it actually be able to eat him and swallow him too? So it takes a little bit of jiggling around, but eventually he's just going to fall into the back there. Of course, now he's not going to do that. Come on. I think the arm is blocking it. Yep, it is. There we go. Yep. And Axel has now been consumed. And here is actually where you can pop the back out and get him loose, because obviously you don't want to have him in there forever. You'll lose a minifigure, so you can just take that out and out he comes. And it's pretty spacious in there actually. In fact, if you wanted to, you'd probably shove all 5 Nexo Knights in there. Just have to watch Macy's hairpiece, that's all. But yeah, that's a feature that I wanted to include, and I'm glad I did. Now, the body is nothing too special, really. I mean, it is just a whole bunch of bricks there. And on the side, just a couple plates just stuck on there with a sticker, so yeah. Just using parts from the original build there. Now, moving on to, unfortunately, gotta say the worst part of the whole build, the legs. Now, the legs themselves, in terms of looks, they're alright. Like, the black part here, that's actually the colour that's used for the thing. Just to focus a bit there, apologies. Now, obviously, you can see I kind of used the Ninjago mech design for the legs here. And in 2017, Nexo Knights hadn't adopted that system, so hence why the legs were static completely. The only bit of articulation you saw on them was the jail doors, which isn't on the actual build, so I've deleted them here. So yeah, I mean, the black for the top half of the legs is alright. This piece, I have known, does detach very easily. And not at the place you'd expect, too, which would be the clip there, but yeah. So, the legs would be able to go up to here, but unfortunately there's a major problem in the bottom of the legs here. Now, in terms of design, they're great, I'd say. I'm trying not to blow my own trumpet here. But yeah, in terms of design, yeah, in looks, they're good, but in terms of actual posability and all that kind of stuff, I mean, in concept, yes, because of the knee, it would be able to go back. But this has one major design flaw in why it wouldn't be able to sell as an actual set for the Colossus. Hell no. It's the fact that the legs, this is literally one Technic beam connecting this leg to this leg here. I mean, it's being connected by that. One of those into this. Not to mention, if we zoom out here, you can actually see that I'm holding this thing up. Because the legs are so far forward, I can't actually have this properly stand without toppling backwards and exploding into a million pieces. So this thing has a major stability issue, so it has to be leaning up against something 24/7. Now, the arms are a different story. Those I think are pretty good. Just one design flaw on this one, but we'll get to that. So in terms of the looks, I mean, apart from this sticker on the side here, this one up here, I mean, I reckon they're pretty good. They do jet out from the body with the shoulders and all that kind of stuff, but that's the actual design of the thing in the show, so I don't mind that. See, there's a bit of rock detailing here, and then I've just used a ratchet joint up there and one down here for articulation. Speaking of, nope, keep trying to zoom out and I can't. So the arm can actually go past where it's meant to be on the actual thing in the show, so that's pretty good. Because I mean, this actually comes over the arm itself, but if I did that, I'd be limited in terms of articulation, so I'd rather not. The elbow can only bend one click back, but that's good. Can do decent range forward, and can go to the side as well. So I'd say solid articulation there. The only problem is that, say when I'm doing this, yeah, this wheel does move forward and back, which means that the hand, yeah, just like the leg connection at the bottom, the hand is at a weak connection too. And that is holding the wheel in place as well, so if you move the wheel, the joint is going to loosen. So, slightly unfortunate there. But moving this up, there is actually some translucent light blue here. There you go. Yeah, there's a bit of that scattered throughout the build, mainly in the torso though. And the arm is actually on a ball joint here, so you can turn it a full 360. Yeah, there we go. The thumb can go out. It has 2 fingers because that's how many fingers it has in the show. And I mean, it can go out and all that, but yeah, the hand doesn't have that much articulation given where the joint actually is. The bricks come up quite close to it, so yeah. Oh, and of course, yep. I knew it was going to happen eventually, I just didn't know when. So yeah, that kind of sucks, but the other arm is better, I reckon. Now, the other arm is similar, but not identical. We have the gun here. The 6-stud shooter from the original build still exists. However, instead of the actual stud shooter being in translucent light blue, I just have it in solid grey, even if the piece in here is solid purple. Solid purple stud shooters don't exist yet. And this is even in 2024 here. So otherwise, if they did exist, I would have one by now and put it in, but they don't. Anyway, I'm waffling. So the stud shooter, just like the original, can shoot when you turn the wheel here. Just gonna have my hand here, and boom, there we go. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, you just turn the giant wheel, and yeah, that will shoot. Now, just like what I've shown before, these are actually the shoulders that jet out from the side here. This purple rock piece is meant to represent the shoulder pad there. And this, I think that's meant to be grey. I'm not entirely sure, because I haven't actually taken a look at reference pictures since building this thing, so yeah. Now the tan here, I just ran out of pieces ran out of grey ones, and they had light tan there, so I just had to use them from the original build. But yeah, you can see a light blue stud up here. Just gonna move up to the top. There's a bit of room to pose minifigures up here. You can't actually pose battle suits up here though, which is kind of a shame. But if I made this thing minifigure scale, it would be bigger than an actual human being. I'm not even kidding. So that was physically impossible. So yeah, the other shoulder is similar, but not identical. Oh yeah, you can see the sticker piece underneath some of the build there too. So that's nice. And the same fabric wings are at the back too. Show you the connection. Yeah, so here's actually the connection for the wings back here. They don't move, mind you, he doesn't fly in the actual show. And they can be removed because they're simply held by 2 Technic pieces. However, unlike the actual original part of the build, this actually is stuck in there quite firmly, and I think I've just noticed something that's a bit loose there. Eek, I didn't notice that before. Oh well, yeah, just pop the wings back in. Now, taking a look at this gear up here, actually, this will be easier to see with the wings off. Yeah, there we go. Now you can see the extremely blocky back of it, just like the front. Yeah. Now, turning this gear up here, you can actually see that turns the crown. In the show, the crown actually spins around when Monstrux actually is powering the Colossus and is about to use a forbidden power, predominantly Blazing Burn. So yeah, and you can easily just spam this and it just turns. No friction or whatever inside there, so and that's just a simple gear mechanism that I wish they included on the actual MOC. I mean the actual build. I couldn't include stairs on the top of the crown, but yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. But taking a closer look up there, yeah, I've included 5 pillars there with a gap. Obviously there's 10 in the actual show, each with a forbidden power, but like I said before, yeah, it just isn't possible. So, yeah. And here's just one final comparison here with Axel compared to the actual build itself. I mean, this thing, it is actually way bigger, probably double the size of the original set. So I'm very happy with how it turned out. And yeah. So, that'll be it for today's video. I actually have another couple videos like this in the future, so stay tuned for those. But I shall see you later. Ciao. Oh, and like and subscribe too. I'm at 44,000... No, 44,000, I wish. 44 subscribers now, and my majority of the viewers, 97 or 8% or something, aren't subscribed, so if you all subscribe, that would help me a lot out in the channel. And yeah, I'd be able to grow this quite significantly, so please, by all means. But anyway, with all that out the way, I shall see you in the next one. Ciao.